What's going on,
Good
everybody?
evening.
America is back.
Of course, that was the first thing you say.
Heck yeah, dude. We're back in action, huh?
Coco, stop.
Reverend Joe, what's going on? Prayers, brother.
Hi.
And we got Barb, Mom. Hello, Melinda.
Scotty. Reverend Joe, what's the
It's been a while since we've seen Reverend Joe.
Hey James, what's the temp over there in Iowa? I know it's cold here.
I know there's a lot of craziness going on. All the Floridians are going crazy because they've got like 4 inches of snow on the ground right now. There's a guy that I watch on TikTok. His name is Justin something.
Nunley.
Numbly, yeah, y'all would know. Nunley. Anyway, so he made a video and it was I don't know if it was early today or early yesterday, but nothing was on the ground, and he was talking about how they were predicting 2 inches of snow and how he doubts that it's going to happen. And he really doubted it. He's been in Florida for 20 years. He's never seen snow. And then the next video, it showed snow coming down. And he was like, but we're not going to get 2 inches. And then it flipped over, and he's like, okay, we got 2 inches. We're about to go do some rednecks. It was really funny.
I bet Uncle Jamie is too.
So, yeah, Florida's flipping out, man. They're having snow. There's James. What's going on, James?
He said it's 4 degrees now. I know whenever I left work at 5 o'clock. Perk.
This cold snap has been
12.
Insane.
I'm
guys.
cold.
Look, so the snow that we have left, we haven't gotten more snow. We did get maybe like a half an inch extra with this cold snap. But the thing is,
hey,
Natasha, hello, Christy, hello. The snow that we do have on the ground, which is maybe like, 4 to 6 inches, depending, like it's starting to melt off. But at this point, now the snow is solid. So you can stand on 6 inches of snow and it does not give. Like it is solid ice. So if you wanted to make a snowman in Indiana, the time is done because you ain't making nothing because it is brick ice.
Anything.
It's so cold.
Hey, Christy.
But how's everything going where y'all are? Cheryl, Beth and Neil.
Hey, Melvin, Donnie.
Hello, Melvin, Donnie.
How much snow do you all have in Kentucky?
Yes, please let us know. What's up, Troy? Troy's in the house. How much snow's up there, Melvin, Donnie?
Down and over there.
I'm very curious. Because I know our yard has not been touched since the very first snow. So it's still looking like a cold icicle because no one's touched it. I can't wait to get there and start cleaning off the driveway. I'm honestly hoping that there is still a little bit of snow because I really do want to clean off the driveway. As crazy as that sounds.
Hey, Troy.
Isn't that weird?
You. Where were you?
I have this weird, I'm picturing my mind getting home and clearing my driveway of snow.
Yeah, Bart, did you get snow too? In Georgia? I bet Natasha has.
Oh, yeah. I know. Is New York getting hit real bad?
Well, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't know about right now, but I'm sure that they're
going to. Hey, brother. The weather's just been nuts, guys.
It's cold.
Absolutely nuts. I was just outside. That's why I still got 3 hoodies on. I'm starting to get warmed up right now, so I'm going to have to shed a few of these hoodies, actually.
I'm still cold. I can't get uncold. I think it's the first time ever in my life I've said that. I should keep count.
Okay.
Yeah, Christy.
What is it?
How are you over in your neck of the woods, too? Have you been able to make it to town? But
yeah, it is crazy.
Here. It got crazy here. It's
about 4 inches. We were just by your place today, and you don't have as much as we do. Okay.
Thank goodness.
Well, the good thing is we know for a fact that all the people up in North Carolina and all them people that have been ignored and just abandoned for the past 3 or 4 months ain't happening no more.
Help is coming.
President DT is going to be there Friday. He just said today. I watched his speech today. He's going to be there Friday to check on y'all, and y'all are going to be taken care of. So be ready.
Chills. not cold.
Times have changed, y'all.
Got some propane gas and food yesterday. Good. Good.
What's it doing in Oklahoma, Mom? I seen a video that TikTok that Mom put up. I don't know if it was an old one from the first time it snowed, or has it been snowing again on this round?
No. Since you're
been under the electric blanket.
Because I thought I seen where it was showing like the southern, like I know it's Central America, but it was showing like on the southern part, like the southern states, and I thought Oklahoma was going to get clipped. Yeah, she said we got snow yesterday.
That's crazy because we seen just very
well this morning
minimal.
When I went to work, it was spitting more snow, and I don't know if it's just because it was so cold and that I don't know.
But it hasn't snowed enough to accumulate at all.
No, not anymore. Hey Jan.
Hey Jan. We had like a dusting a couple days ago, and that's all that's happened. Other than that, but it has been cold, guys. Like the temperatures in the single digits, and that's what the regular temperature is. So the wind chill has been way colder than that. Absolutely crazy cold.
Oh, Christy. I bet it was slick. Oklahoma, they don't treat the roads like they should. They just throw sand on it and like, here you go, good luck.
Yeah, but that's what's crazy, man, because I'm not used to around here is roads do get taken care of. I went on like a 2-hour drive just cruising around today, and roads are perfect. There's not an ice spot on the road.
Now, during the initial snowstorm that we had, it took a few days.
Yeah, a couple days.
It took
a couple days.
It took a few because we were under the red advisory. So
still nothing. If Oklahoma would have got with I know I said it before, but if Oklahoma would have got hit with the snow we got hit here, there's no way in 2 days you would have been driving around like a normal day. Here, you were definitely driving around like a normal day within 2 or 3 days.
The ice that you've made me get in the vehicle with, that I refused after that to never get back in the car with you, and you said it's fine.
What, in Oklahoma? Because I'm used to it.
I'm not.
I'm used to driving.
And I literally about blacked out one day. That was the last time.
They don't scare
me.
It. I've been doing it my whole life. Like I said, Oklahoma, they don't take care of their stuff.
Not me. Exactly.
I'm used to having to get out and drive on 6 inches of ice if I got to.
I literally was having the worst panic attack that I think I've ever had in my life, to the point I was about to black out, and I kept telling him, I'm going to black out. I'm going to black out. I think there's a video of it. He thought it was funny. No, not me.
James has been sick, man. That stinks, dude. I'm glad you're feeling better.
Buddy.
Get you some chicken soup, Melinda said. It's... I'm going to tell you, Jan, the reason that I have a little bit of experience driving on ice, one, living in a state that don't take care of slick roads. Two, back in 2007, so I would have been, what, like 20? Oh, I don't know.
I was 17, anyways, so you would have been 23.
Anyways, that we had that big ice storm. I don't know if y'all remember back in, I think it was 2007, 2008, somewhere around there. We had an ice storm that lasted like 2 months. And it was like 6 inches of ice on everything. Everything was closed down for so long. And I lived an hour out of town. I worked construction at the time. And, I mean, it was shut down for so long. Finally, the business was like, look, we have to go to work. Like, there was no... So I had to take the turnpike on 6 inches of ice, doing 30 miles an hour for an hour drive all the way to Tulsa. Just
for you that don't know, the turnpike is 80 mile an hour.
No. It definitely wasn't going 80 mile an hour. It was pretty wild.
80.
That was my first real experience having to drive on ice.
Stop.
Yes, Christy, and it legit. Mom can tell you about it, or anybody in the Oklahoma in that surrounding area in that time frame. It was the craziest ice storm that I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, there was literally power outages because ice was so heavy hanging on the power lines. It was busting power and everything. Like, it was pretty wild.
I think the last bit of snow that we had gotten
221 is clear. Good.
I know. I gave the thumbs up. I'm trying to tell her while you were talking. But the last bit of snow, the last real round of snow that we had, we received probably well over 12 inches as well. Oh
yeah, we definitely hit 12
inches. I was raised in Illinois. I get it.
But yeah, I will be
Don't
home
mind my house
soon,
goat.
guys. Like, we are getting very close to me going home, like, soon. I think the only thing really putting a hold on it right now is I want to go see my granny before I go home. So that's all I'm waiting on, is the weather to be clear enough. And my granny lives an hour.
2.5 hours north.
Not 2.5 hours. I can get to my granny's in 45 minutes, dude.
Like an idiot.
No, I can get to my granny's in 45 minutes.
You want me to look it
up? Yeah,
up?
Look it up.
Let's do it.
She's crazy. There's no way it's 2.5 hours to my granny's house. I literally worked at a
That's why I'm so shocked that you don't remember.
I worked at a horse track in my granny's neighborhood, and we lived the next town over from us right here. How am I going to work a job 2.5 hours away? No, I guarantee you it's not that long.
You were.
If anything, it was an hour. No, I was driving there and back, working night shift, dragging a horse track in a tractor every night during the horse races. Let's see.
Shelbyville Road. That's pulling up.
Do it on Google Maps.
I'm doing.
Shelbyville, Indiana. Let's see. You already seen her get it wrong whenever she said that the grocery store was only 2 blocks away when it was actually 3 blocks away.
Oh, that might be the time that it took you 2.5 hours.
Oh, the time she said you were right.
Whenever he took way too long.
The time she said you were right.
Yeah.
Y'all seen it. Y'all witnessed it. I got it on record.
Let's look at the
casino. It's on video on the internet.
See what the casino. And then we have to add probably
Sammy,
another
if
30
you're right,
minutes.
You can smack him.
Because then Granny lives at least. So it's about 2 hours because she lives another 30 minutes from that casino.
An hour and 17 minutes taken.
What are you seeing?
Right there, an hour and 17 minutes if you take the highway from here to Shelbyville.
Plus another 30 minutes.
A little over an hour, not 2.5 hours.
That's to the casino. Difference. You have to travel down that road, numbnut.
And that's to the casino. My granny's house is before the casino.
No, it is not. No, it's not.
Yeah,
I'm using that as a point. Oh my gosh, you have to take that side road that's like 45 miles an hour for 30 miles.
Anyway, I'm ready to go see my granny, and then I'm going home. And then I am going home. And I have been wondering about 221, actually. That has been on my mind, wondering what that road would look like at this point in time. And
Mom said they take care of the road.
Me know that it is definitely
They do take care of the roads, don't they, over there?
Good. Yeah. That's going the speed limit, right? I do remember going to work one morning.
No, I'm not.
And was it going to work or coming home? I can't remember. It was dark outside, so it may have been like a weekend when we was going to take care of the track. But it was early in the morning. I was going to work. It was still dark outside, and I remember a cop flipping one on me from the other side of the highway, and I remember I seen him turn around, so I sped up a little bit, and I snuck between 2 diesel trucks, and he passed me.
Mind you, this was back in the days where we're not living right, and we did not have insurance on that car. Ask him about the one time he did do that and did get caught. Luckily, we had insurance, but it wasn't our car. It was Mom's car. Oh, when we were going to Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. No, that was for riding too closely. I was too close to the tail of the person in front of me.
And then he tried to hide. It did not work with a hypo.
Hey, and it was Oklahoma hypo, though, at least. And he was super cool. He actually found crumbs of marijuana. He found crumbs of marijuana in our floorboard, and he was like, "Hey, man, just wait until it's legal. It'll be legal here before you know it."
He pulled both of us out of the car.
He was super nice, though. He was super cool and let us go. Yeah.
He wouldn't search the car and put us in the back seat.
He said, I just want to give you a heads up. If you're going to carry pot through Oklahoma, just give it a little while. It'll be legal soon. And sure enough, a couple of years later, it was. He wasn't wrong.
Again, not the time we were living right.
Yes, definitely in those days.
Not funny. But kind of, because I got out of it. I was scared to death. I'd never been.
Jesus, David is still alive. Yeah.
I was asleep. And I knew what was in the car. Okay. Yeah. I was asleep and I knew what was in the car. He said,
"What's up, Dennis?"
So he woke me up and he said, "I'm getting pulled over." I said, "Oh God." So I woke up in a panic. So I was already shaking.
And what's even more crazy is this was early in the morning. We just got up. We stayed at a motel that night, and I drank like a 18-pack that night before we went to bed.
Smell it on him.
Yeah, because I was tripping on that because I did drink a case of beer.
Worried about the beer he drank the night before than what was in the car.
So I was worried about smelling like alcohol because it was the immediate next morning, and I wasn't even thinking about the pot. And he didn't even care. And no, everything was good. We let us go and we were good to go.
Not funny. I couldn't believe you let us go.
That's Oklahoma, though. Oklahoma State Troopers, thumbs up. I love you guys. It's
because it wasn't anything to even weigh.
No, Oklahoma State Troopers, they are real police officers. Like, they care about legitimate stuff.
He just wanted us to be truthful, and he got the truth.
That's it. Good guys. I'm out on half a beer.
I can't drink beer. Comes right back up.
Yeah. These days, I probably wouldn't be able to hang with it.
Nah.
Not like I did back then. Like I said, I remember that night specifically because we were halfway between here and there. So we were in Missouri somewhere close to the Oklahoma border, and we got a motel.
Literally just crossed over into Oklahoma.
I stopped and got a case, and I literally I think I may have had like 3 beers left in my case sitting in the back floorboard.
Again, not living right.
But so it was the next morning. Yeah, back then I can put them down, dude. Especially a cold Bud Light.
Yeah.
Oh, the good old days, man.
No.
Now, it was fun. I wouldn't do a freaking thing different.
We didn't care about anything.
You get that a lot. People wonder that haven't lived that lifestyle or don't know nothing about it, and they wonder.
It was fun.
Would you be able? If you could, would you rewind and do anything different? I wouldn't do a thing different. You know why? For one, I had a blast. I had a heck of a lot of fun throughout every bit of it.
That is to say.
Yes, as bad as it is to say, and as rough as life was going through that time, it made me who I am today. I wouldn't be who I am today. And I think it helped me to
Pastor Goat was a renegade. I am shocked.
Even to have the relationship that I have with Christ today, I don't think would be as big of a bond as it is if I didn't go running with faith basically for that many years
to this, because life is easier.
And not only that, like he uses people like us, and I'm sure many of you that went through that lifestyle. So now what people are we more prone to be able to help now that we've changed our life? The people that are still in that lifestyle that we went through, right? So
how the Niners doing?
So my papa ended up being a preacher. I can tell you, he went to Indiana State Correctional Penitentiary. Like, he would break into convenience stores through the roof and take their safe out and go home. And my granny would go down in the basement. Papa would be laying there with cash all over the place. And she'd get mad and be like, "You're not paying our bills."
Where did you get that money?
And he'd be like, "Yes, I am.
I earned that.
You can do about it.
He thought he earned that money."
Yeah, but guess what? He ended up being one of the best pastors around. I guarantee it. He was able to reach people that wouldn't normally would be able to be reached because he understood both sides of life. So God uses everything for the good, even a crazy lifestyle.
Chrissy said I would do most everything different. Don't regret my kids though.
Yeah,
I understand that there are things about my life that I'm like, I don't know why.
If you had a choice to go back and change a couple things, of course there's always going to be a couple things in life that you would like to have gone different, right? My first daughter passing away. Like, of course, if I could go back and play that whole situation over and her still be here, absolutely. But as far as just, you know what I mean? Just being that rebel kid, like, no, I had fun and I done my rounds and I am who I am because of it.
And luckily his parents were both able to forgive him.
Yes. Oh, dude, my dad hated me.
But it still hinders his relationship with his dad. Not so
my
much
dad.
Mama
Not so much. Me and my dad have a good relationship. But yeah, my dad couldn't stand me, and rightfully so. I wasn't a likable person, and I couldn't imagine being the dad of someone that I was. Like, I can totally understand where he was coming from.
All right, dude. You good?
I could never go through all that again and live. Thinking back, I know, right? I couldn't count on both hands how many times I shouldn't have lived through those days. that is shocking. Only by the grace of God. Obviously, there was a reason for it. But
what?
Okay. In her robe.
Leave me alone. I told everybody I was cold.
In her green leopard bathrobe.
My little, if any of y'all remember my little Nora friend.
Mom said I was a good girl. I doubt that.
Yeah.
I mean, I can probably
in comparison
believe
to
you
him.
in
Even me. Yeah.
In some sense, but come on, Mom. Come on, Mom. You graduated high school.
I graduated high school.
Huh?
I graduated high school. Yeah. She said. Hey.
Hello, Melody and Ryan. Hello. What's going on?
Leave him alone, Herc.
I wrote over my regular clothes too. Always. That's the first thing she did when she got home today. She immediately put her robe on.
I didn't even take any clothes off. I added because it's so cold.
It's absolutely freezing. And like I said, I left for like 2 hours today, so there was no body heat down here or nothing. Like it was frigid.
Normally it stays fairly decent down here with these animals.
I think becoming homeless was the best thing to happen to me.
Stop.
I never would have met my wife, so I have been married to 28 years so far. She took a chance on it. That's awesome, Scotty. And I can relate to you on that too, man. I was homeless for many years. Very, very homeless. And yeah, it builds character, right? Especially people like us who make it out of that. And it gives you a whole different appreciation for seeing somebody that's struggling out there, right? That most people wouldn't understand, right? Most people would be like, well, why don't you just go get a job? I mean, there's a lot more to it, right? You don't know what these people have gone through. You don't know their life story. And even the best of human beings can end up in a very crappy situation like that. And I love that. Love that.
It's okay.
What? Let me see. Sorry, guys. You know me. I am horrible.
I'm trying. I'm looking at the computer. I'm habitual for that.
Comments. I really
apologize.
Belt
Loop.
Belt Loop 29. What's going on?
Well, I just said that's why my body's so trash now.
Not much.
I'm dreading those days because I know it's coming. So
I am.
I understand. I'll be taking care of him, though. He done a lot worse things than I did.
Oh, my body already is going downhill quite fast.
I mean, being thrown from a car, like completely out of the car and skidded across the road, I do believe that there are certain things like on the inside, not just bones, for him that are probably a lot worse.
Yeah, like my liver. Yeah. All my internals that I crushed for 23 years. Yeah. But hey, I'm still here. I'm still breathing, and you can always bring it back. You know what I'm saying? And I've been learning a whole lot of new stuff.
Flash Ministries.
What's Arlene? Hello, Care Bear. Hey, Care Bear.
Care Bear.
My sister, you're awesome. She helped me today with gas money so I could cruise around today. I love you.
Bless your heart. I did not have it.
But what was I saying?
Oh, I have no idea.
There's like this vitamin that they hide from us. Apparently, I don't know.
Well, he's back on this vitamin.
Maybe this is true. Maybe it's not. It's called like NAD. Okay, and NAD is what our body starts losing once you hit like 30, 40, which is what makes you start to age quickly.
Like you.
But if you can get NAD and get this vitamin, there's all these new vitamins I'm learning about, and I'm about to be getting on the kick with them. But apparently,
Arlene.
You get that NAD. I think it's NAD. Don't quote me for sure, but I'm pretty sure
it could be NDA. And I told him it's not
NAD,
not a non-disclosure agreement, but we'll discuss that later.
It's supposed to be good stuff, and I'm gonna be doing some of it. Like you can get your internals and your stuff going back to like when you were 20, right?
Instead of doing like what the elites are doing, we won't get into that.
Well, no, yeah, drink like yeah.
That. Sickos.
But naturally, right? Naturally.
He said he's been taking NAC. David said he looked because the last time we went to Walmart, he had to look to see if they had it.
NAC? I seen NAC at Walmart, but I could have swore it was called NAD. I don't know. I'm going to have to do more research, so I will know for sure by next live. I will do some more research because I'm actually going to have Sammy get me some here in a couple days because I want some of this new vitamin. I want to try it out. Yes. Yes.
Sorry.
But there's all these kind of little things that they keep from us. They don't tell us. You know what I mean? And not only that.
Well, yeah, they feed off your bad health.
And now we've got Mr. Kennedy on the health. And America's going to be healthy. There ain't going to be no poison in our food within the next year or so, right? Once he starts getting everything straightened out.
I don't have really very much room to talk at all. Chunk monk. But I watched this video of the person that was over the health. What's it called that he's over now? The not drug.
What is it that RFK is about to be over?
What's it called?
Department of Health? Is it Department of Health?
While we wait, whatever it, excuse me, whatever it was, whatever it is, they showed this person. I'm not even going to say what the sex was, anything like that. But
he was a transgender dude.
I don't know.
It was over the Department
of Health. I don't know if it was or not. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Not on the outside looking very healthy. But then you see Kennedy like doing push-ups.
Yes. And then you look at Kennedy like literally 80 years old, and the dude looks like he's 40, just jacked, right? Like the dude's gonna fix stuff. Not only him, the whole line of people.
No, we don't, Jan.
We got what's his name? Hedgecliffe?
I don't know.
The dude name. Over all of them, man.
Trust
Bondi,
me, I'm worried about
over all these people that he's putting in place, man. Things are about to change. Trump was not lying when he said that we are in the golden years of America beginning yesterday. We are about to see America within this next 4 years that America's not seen in decades. And guess what, guys? We are privileged enough to be alive at this moment. We're about to see an America that no one has been able to be a part of since like the early 1800s, right?
Is that your name, Belt Lip, Xavier?
There are lots and lots to be excited about. Do you have anyone checking the water line?
I told her no. I'm worried about it.
No, Jan, we do not. I have been extremely worried about that. And so that's probably something fun I'm going to be getting into as soon as I get home. There's probably going to be sounding like a freaking water hose going blasting underneath the house.
Even with no water coming through?
I'm excited too. I'm excited because we can talk about it with no fear about it, right? No more fear. Trump, 2025.
Okay, now riddle me this though. She said AKA, or he said AKA. He said, YouTube, no, I'm Gary. Please. Okay. Your mom didn't, is that? He said Xander.
He said, no, I'm Gary, AKA YouTube, please.
Way to go, Tracy. But anyway, so, I've always kind of wondered this though, like, and I'm wondering the logisticals of it, if anybody knows. So because he ran a first 4 years.
Oh yeah.
Does that mean that this is his only 4 years? Like, I don't understand.
There's been a lot of word going around. Whether this is true or not, I do not know. I just heard it from some, I can't remember who it was that was talking about it. But anyway, apparently there's something that was said that
Gary,
being the fact that his terms did not run consecutively, he can run again. And you have to have a 2-year consecutive before you can't run again. Is that true? What do y'all think?
I did not see that, Barb. It's a very good question.
But regardless, did you see Barron last night? He's like 18, looking like a G. Like he's a president already, bro. He's already president status. That kid is like, I don't know if y'all seen the videos of Barron going over and handshaking Joe Biden, and then he handshook Harris, and then you could see him mouthing something, and Biden's face immediately was like, just went gloom. And as Barron was walking away, he looked back. I mean, the look he looked back at him was like, yeah.
Why didn't Trump put his hand on the Bible?
It was G. That's another thing about him putting a hand on the Bible. I seen another video today that I didn't even think of. But in the Bible, Jesus says, do not swear an oath on the word of God. You do not swear an oath on the word of God. So it makes even more sense that he did not swear an oath on the word of God. So,
but he said under God.
As God is my witness,
right,
is what he said.
Was, yeah.
He didn't put his hand on the Bible and swear onto the word. The only thing, I can't remember how it goes, but it makes perfect sense that he did not put his hand and swear on the Bible, because Jesus tells us not to swear on the Bible. Baron is awesome.
He's so freaking adorable. And he's got his mama's accent. I remember watching a video where she was talking about, well, I was the only one really with him.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I think, Barb. And I agreed with that. And at first, it was kind of weird when people were first talking about it. Would that be like an
idol? I don't know. But
why did it does say in Matthew, I will make a short about it once I figure it out after this.
We're not to swear on anything.
Yeah, we're not to swear. We're not to swear on the word of God.
So that would mean literally on anything, which makes sense.
Basically, don't put him. Don't put that on him. You just go to what make your yes be yes and your no be no. Period. Don't swear under God. Don't put that on God. Right?
On anything.
Yeah, we're ordered to in a court of law. I know that. Isn't that weird, Barb?
I know.
That's crazy.
That's what I was just saying. That's crazy. Like, why, if you're being...
But we know now how weird and corrupted our government is, too. They're definitely not about Jesus. They are now, but they've not, in decades past, they've not, of course they're going to go against what that word of God actually says. So that's very interesting. Very interesting.
Even in the pledge, under God, indivisible. I guess that's not like.
No.
That's different because we're under God, which is clearly the truth.
Yeah.
We're not a corporation anymore.
You're not to swear.
What? What do you mean? America is a corporation? What?
But yes, it has been. It's been a corporation. It's been a business. Why do you think that everything's so jacked up?
Oh my God!
Now Trump is turning it into for the people. External tax service, not no internal. They're not going to be taxing us no more. We're going to do it like these other countries.
I'm ready for that.
Make them pay our taxes. That way we don't have to.
My mom was like, I hope it passes. I hope it passes. Tracy, when's it going to pass?
I have been hearing about it for years on how income tax is unconstitutional. Did you know that income taxes on your paycheck is voluntary? Did you guys know that? It is literally your choice to pay income taxes. Do they treat it that way? No. If you're $2,000 behind, they're blowing you up. They'll threaten you with prison time.
They'll take it out of your check.
That's over, guys. It's over.
Scotty. So listen, my cube mate, sit back because it
No. I want to explain that. Okay.
No, but listen, hang on. My cube mate brought it up next to me. And I told her, because listen, my opinion, I did not see that, but I already don't like Elon. I'm not a fan. There's just something I don't.
Okay, now let me explain it to you. This is what happened.
Something about it, I thought.
I seen it. I seen it in the moment, and I thought, oh my God, they're going to blow up over that. Anyway, so what he did is he was excited. He was giving a speech, and he said he grabbed his heart and threw it out like that. He grabbed his heart, and as soon as he did it, he said, "My heart goes out to y'all. My heart goes out to y'all." But from the back camera view, it looked like he was doing some crazy white neo-Nazi bullcrap. No, he said, "My heart goes out to y'all." That's exactly that was his exact words. Go back and watch it
now.
As soon as he does that, go back and watch that clip. As soon as he does that, the very next thing he says is, "My heart goes out to y'all. This is going to be the best presidency we've ever seen." He was just excited, man. He wasn't trying to do it was nothing. But these people, they're going to cling on to any little crazy thing that they do in any moment. They're going to try to cling on to not putting his hand on the Bible. Elon doing the whatever. Like, no, that's not what it is. But guess what? It's not going to run this way like it did the last term. For one, Trump was brand new to it in his first term. He was brand new to it. This time, he's got 8 years experience. He knows who to trust. He knows where to go. He knows how to handle situations. And not only that, there's so many more millions of people with their eyes open today than there was before. This is a whole different ball game. This time is a whole different ball game.
Did anybody just watch that speech? Because David was listening to it whenever I came back from work.
I watched it live. I remember seeing Elon do that live.
That one person that was questioning, like, well, what do you think about this police officer and putting a taser to the neck?
Oh, yeah.
What about your last president that what, 2,000 murderers?
Trump did the blanket pardon for, not a blanket pardon, because he did leave like 7 of them in prison because they were kind of iffy.
I understand it. I didn't catch all of it.
But there was like 1,500 J6ers that he let out of prison, pardoned completely.
I think it did. You're not, yeah.
Apparently one of them, I guess, put a taser to one of the cops' necks, I guess. And that was the only question that this dude kept wanting to ask Trump today. And Trump was like, look, man, Biden pardoned people on death row for serious murders. Illegals have been killing people by the handfuls for the past 4 years. No arrests. Like, you're asking the wrong questions. But of course, they're going to link everything, every little thing they can try to link to him, they're going to try. But it ain't going to work. It's not going to work this time. Move things out of proportion and all know it will twist things and mean something they don't. Exactly. And that's exactly what they do. Anything they can try to turn negative towards Trump to make him look bad, that's what they're going to try to do. I just hope we don't go to Bitcoin or the other one. I think that it's always going to be a thing, like the Dogecoin and all that. But I don't think it's going to be something that we're going to be.
What the heck is a Dogecoin?
We're not going to switch from American currency. I don't see that happening. Because that wouldn't make sense for him to say that we're in the golden age and then switch to some weird central banking system. That ain't going to work. I'm so stupid happy to not see Pelosi on the podium, right? And that's another thing. Our new Speaker of the House, he's awesome. He's awesome. I think he might be out of California, I think. If I'm not sure. He's very Republican.
I don't know. You and your mom are my political people. I don't know. I like watching.
But Pelosi is retired, isn't she? Jan, I don't think she's in it at all. She don't have no part.
Hopefully not even in this country.
She's still around. Probably not for long. You know, Oprah left, Ellen DeGeneres left, all these big, huge celebrities.
I can see that.
Why? Because what lists are about to be exposed? Let's see. Some Satanist type stuff is about to be exposed. And they got to get out of here. That's the only reason they're leaving.
I know. And there's just things.
Bang, bang, America gang. That's right.
I know. There's a lot of things that time will tell.
Yeah.
But even by then, it might be too late. No matter which direction we go, no matter who's president. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm just so glad we're past the point of having to be afraid to talk about anything. And at this point, the floodgates are open, dude. We can talk about what we want. He signed an executive order yesterday, freedom of speech. They cannot mess with you. Don't care. It's over, man. It's over. Things have changed. We are America again. We ain't got to be afraid to say this or that or whatever.
Barb said, I just want to move to Louisiana. I love their Senator Kennedy. Jan said, the sad thing is that all of them will ever be prosecuted here. God, has other plans, though.
I feel like they will be.
Feel better about that.
Here. I feel like they will be.
Not all of them, though. Not within a 4-year period.
Of reckoning.
They're going to drag their feet, drag their feet, and then by then we'll have a new president, and then it's just going to drop. Right? So that's why I'm asking if,
all the corrupt BS is going to be gone before there's a next run for president.
News said that Pelosi has had a meltdown over the J6 pardons.
I'm sure she did. I've been watching amazing videos all day of people getting out of prisons all over the place over January 6th. They've been locked up for 3.5 years. Literally.
I didn't realize that's what J6 meant.
Yeah,
oh.
Yeah, literal political prisoners. It's ridiculous.
Why didn't you explain that to me?
For 3.5 years. It's crazy, man.
Did you see the video the Speaker of the House made about Biden? I sent it to you on TikTok.
Yes, where he was talking about how he was trying to talk to him about this certain bill getting signed, and they kept rejecting him. And finally, they did say he can. And whenever he showed up to talk to Biden, Harris and all of them were all in there. He's like, and finally, I guess while they were in there, Biden was like, look, just let us talk together, and made them leave finally, which they didn't want. They were in shock when Biden did that. Made them all leave, and it was just him and him. And then when the guy was telling him Like, look, you signed this, and you shouldn't have signed this. Is killing us. It was over natural gas. And Biden was like, I didn't do that. And he was like, yes, no, you did. He was like, no, I didn't. Like, that's that's when the guy realized this guy was not in control. He legitimately did not know that this stuff was being signed, and he was supposed to be the president. Yes.
He was just literally.
Yep.
He was signing whatever was in front of him.
That's why they were rejecting him the meeting for so long, and then when he showed up, everybody was there instead of him and just the president.
I don't know.
Yeah, because they were trying to cover for him because he didn't know what was going on.
That's why they try to act like he's got dementia. And they're probably been giving him drugs to make it look like.
No, I think he probably does have dementia, but he still shouldn't have been in the position he was in, and they knew that, but they were using him as a puppet. He was a political puppet. I mean, look.
Jan said, "Send it to me. Send it to me, Kara, so I can send it to Jan." I have not seen it. I want to see it. I do have TikTok. I don't know what my name is. Send it. I don't even know. How do you find your name?
I'll send it. I will send it if I can find my phone.
I get messages all the time. The only way I know how to check him is just when it comes up on my notification. Sarah will send me stuff, Kara, and I'm like.
But yeah, like legitimately, the poor guy. I mean, look at videos of Biden 10, 15 years ago.
One of them did sign it. You're right, Jan. I believe in all that. If you look at
videos of Biden 10, 15 years ago, he was like against abortion. He was against gay marriage. He was against all of these things that now all of a sudden, no, because he's getting old, man. He's losing his mind, and they're just taking advantage of that.
And they've seen that, and they realize that.
But he's always been a liar. He even lied.
He went into office with dementia. It is obvious if you go back and look at the video of him prior to the 2020 election.
Yes.
It's also why they hid him in the basement.
They used him as
Check out Senator Kennedy's videos on his YouTube channel. He tells the idiots they're idiots to their face.
Yes, Kennedy is awesome. That guy, I love that guy. He's got a strong accent that he don't care.
FAFO.
He don't care.
I need to watch him. Gosh, I got to get into other things other than Facebook. But did you all see where all of a sudden the Facebook guy, whatever his name is, all of a sudden he wants to be on the...
send me that video again.
He wants to be on the good guy side, right? And I watched an interview with Joe Rogan, just a clip. I did not because I don't like Joe Rogan. But I watched a clip of it where he said, well, all of a sudden you want to be the good guy. So do you want to tell people why? And he just said...
Yeah, made him feel very uncomfortable.
Like...
Because everybody's just kissing butt now.
Why all of a sudden?
Don't get me in trouble.
Because what you did back then was still a crime. Doesn't matter if you changed your ways now or not. Because if it does not...
It's 5 degrees, guys.
If it does not exceed the statute of limitations and whatever it may be, you're still able to be prosecuted for it. Am I wrong? Like... I'll be honest, Gary, the more that he makes me watch Joe Rogan, there are things that I've seen. I know, but from the last few years where I've watched Joe Rogan with him, not by my own choice, by any stretch of the imagination, I would never sit down and say, oh, I'm going to watch Joe Rogan. But since Joe Rogan lived in California, and then he realized it was all going to heck in a handbasket, and then he moved to Texas.
Yep.
And then slowly but surely, I've started seeing more clips about how he's having more people that are more believing in Christ, and how you can start seeing the wheels
even
turn
coming around, guys.
in his mind, like wondering, is this possible? And then the more that he looks at,
send me that video of the Speaker of the House.
The more that he realizes it, then like there's more. You can just see the wheels turning, and slowly but surely, and I just can't.
Who, with Joe?
Yeah, I can't bring myself to just be like, yeah, I want to watch his YouTube channel.
Yeah, he had that Wes.
I can't.
What's his name? He's like a biblical scholar from Canada, and he's super smart. And yeah.
In the comments of that video, people were saying all the pardons and everything he signed should be reversed with the truth coming out. Can they be reversed?
Oh, as far as him,
since they've got dates.
I know what they're talking about. They're talking about the pardons that Biden put.
Not your
Biden
Facebook.
put pardons on like Anthony Fauci. You can't put a pardon on somebody who hadn't committed a crime yet. He hadn't even been convicted. How are you putting a pardon on him? That they call it what do they call it? Some kind of blanket pardon, to where, okay, I'm going to put this pardon on you, so whatever you do, you can't get in trouble.
She just said I just did. But because they're playing on the American people that are ignorant, I'm not saying stupid,
I guess they
ignorant,
did it.
lacking the knowledge of, they're saying these things, in my opinion, just simply because, like, oh, well.
It's only happened one time, and it happened to Richard Nixon, and nobody tried to challenge it. Only this time, it's going to be challenged, and it's going to be proven that it's unconstitutional. You can't put a pardon on someone that's not convicted of a crime. That makes no sense.
Gary, because you say that you like Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's awesome, dude.
I'm saying because Gary says it. I did too, but I didn't really know his core values. For the longest time.
Where did you send it to me?
To TikTok.
Oh, on TikTok.
Jeez. I said it 2 times. Kara, get him.
She's annoying. She don't know nothing about TikTok. Act like she knows about TikTok.
I know TikTok you can receive messages through. How do you check them? I don't know.
Inauguration. See, everybody's talking about inauguration.
Kara, come get your brother. Come get him.
Okay, now let me share this.
Well,
I don't.
Okay, back. He made me sidetrack, so I did like him on Fear Factor.
I'm gonna send it to Sam, and then Sam can send it to Jan. So I can only send it.
Can you show me how to get into the TikTok message?
TikTok. What do y'all know about TikTok? It's a new program they call TikTok. Check it out. It's a good one.
See? I don't.
Jiminy crickets.
I feel like a really old 90-year-old man. What's that TikTok stuff?
Lord help us all.
What's that TikTok stuff?
Kara, send it to me on Messenger if you can figure out how to do that. I can't figure out how to send it out of TikTok.
Send it to me on TikTok. Jan, you'll have to send me your TikTok if you have it.
Oh, if Jan's got a TikTok, we can get on TikTok. Because I can send it across TikTok.
I'm done with you.
I don't have Jan on TikTok. I was trying to send it to Jan's regular message.
So what I'll do is I'll record it.
I really never did. I mean, I did go for a span of putting videos on TikTok, and then it just kind of died off. And then after this whole deal of them banning it and then Trump bringing it back the next day, I've been on TikTok a lot and everybody's really against Meta and all this stuff. I'm not even reading any messages.
Fauci was pardoned all the way back to 2014. Jobs were pushed to 2020.
Yeah.
Why an extra 6 years?
No, he can't do that. That's unconstitutional.
Why would it have to be documented the exact crimes that he committed?
He has to be convicted
We have to be documented of a crime.
He has to be convicted of a crime before you can pardon him. What are you pardoning him for? Nobody said you've done anything yet. You can't say, "Oh, you're pardoned for that illegal thing you did." Yeah, exactly. That makes no sense.
You sound guilty, my friend.
And that's about to be coming to a head, guys. There's a lot of stuff about to be coming. Diddy list, Epstein list, JFK. What happened to JFK? What happened to Martin Luther King?
I just use Facebook.
All this stuff is about to be released.
She said, "Read my comment." Coco, you're making me drop my phone, bro.
And everybody knows it. And they're freaked. That's why they're freaking out. That's why they're so freaked out right now, because they know that things are about to be unveiled.
Mama T said, "Okay, listen, they won't matter. Our government is changing. Each state can go after them. The pardon only protects them federally."
I don't even think it's constitutional federally.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, how can you be? Does that not make sense, guys? How can you be pardoned
she said they will
for a
go
crime
down for their
that you
crimes.
have not been convicted of? That nobody
even be charged with.
The only thing you haven't even been charged, right? The only thing that's been said is word of mouth, people talking about it. How are you going to pardon because someone said you did this? Oh, I'll pardon you on that. Well,
now, Hunter Biden?
That seems kind of. I don't think anyone's even worried. I don't even think people are worried about Hunter. They're like, whatever, he's a crackhead. But these politicians, they're wanting to get these politicians because they've been raping us.
Jan said she got rid of all. I'll record it, Jan, on my phone whenever
they have been screwing us for decades, for my entire life, for Sam's entire life. The government has been screwing us.
They're running scared.
Right? There's probably not a whole lot of us that have been around whenever America was actually normal.
No chance for double jeopardy for what?
On who?
For any of them. That are being pardoned. For not being charged and convicted of a crime. Send it to our group chat where I can see it.
Save video.
That's why Kara gets a lot of unwanted videos for whatever reason. Sometimes it'll send it like we only have an option to send it like in a group with me, Kara, and David.
And I'm sorry, but I don't look at my TikTok messages. I do see them pop up, the reminder on there all the time.
He doesn't even look at my messages, Kara. I have to message 25 times even when I'm upstairs to tell him, hey, get ready.
Dang, it's already 4 degrees, guys. Jesus, that was just 6 degrees a second ago, or 5 degrees. Let's see.
Good night, Christy. We love you, babe.
Good night, good night, good night. I love you guys.
Our group messages.
You don't like to hang out with our dysfunctional
My favorite was the bull. And
our crazy dysfunctional live.
Really, actually, because the first time that I read the messages over the bull, I was like, what is she sending? Today I went back and reread them, and then I found it very, very, very funny.
All right, Jan, give it a minute. It should be uploading right now. You should be having it here in just a minute.
Did you send it to her?
Yeah.
Way to go.
On her regular messages. It should be popping up on your regular message here pretty quick.
My husband is a genius. He figured it out all by himself.
I'm really good on TikTok.
Only because your sister sent it to you on your messenger.
And David don't check. You're right, Scotty. I really don't check a whole lot of messages.
He does not even check his own wife's messages. I'm not playing when I have to say every sentence I want to say. Whenever he starts annoying me and not answering me, I break it down. Word, send.
Ding, ding,
word,
ding, ding,
send.
ding, ding,
word, send.
Good grief.
Word, send. Hello, send.
I don't know why. It's like
send. Hello, send. Until I get on his nerves.
Cut off on that nerve.
So don't feel bad, buddy. He does it to me too, and then I come down, or when I come home, I chew on him a little bit. Like, you cannot be that. I choose other language, but I won't say the angry word.
Got other stops, mate. Tell everybody we said hey.
Thank you for joining in.
Jan got it. Cool. Yeah, check that out. It's a good one. It's crazy. Have you watched any of the videos I sent you, David? Yes, I have watched a couple of them. I haven't watched all of them. No, I have not watched all of them, but I have watched a couple of the videos you sent me, James.
I have to.
Barb said,
so you did you
too, Scotty?
Where's that, Kara?
Y'all make me feel bad, man. I do it to family, guys, so don't feel like it's anything personal.
Where's that, Kara?
I'm horrible.
Where's that, Kara?
About checking messages, unless it's open. If we're like in a conversation and we're in tune, texting back and forth, that's different. But if I haven't heard from you in an hour or two, it's probably going to be a minute before I see it.
Or ever, for that matter. Trust me. It's just, well, what I like to use, and I'm going to say this as professionally and as loving as I can, there's some things that are perma-burnt.
Come on. Jeez.
Everybody that knows you.
Good night, Dennis. Good night, buddy. We love you, bud.
We love you, Dennis. There are some things that are perma-burnt.
Man, this was a fun live. I knew it was going to be a fun live. Why? Because Donald J. Trump is a president.
J.
I love America.
You know, I never knew what J meant. I don't know why, because my dad's middle name is Joe. So in my mind, I thought it was Donald Joe Trump. But
it's Donald
yesterday,
Donald John. Donald Joe Trump.
My dad's name's Danny Joe. In my mind, it was DJ.
Donald Joe.
That's how he
Donald
signs
John.
his name as DJ
Donald
and
John.
then Snelling.
I don't know if y'all seen it today, but I actually caught his live first all day. His first day, all day president today. He did his speech today, or he did his press conference today. And it was awesome. It was the legendary
That's
Trump.
Right, Scotty.
The legendary Trump.
It's literally.
If he didn't want to hear from one reporter, he's like, nope, shut up. You're done. Shut up. You're done. Nope. And then he'd be like, well, why are you doing this? Or why'd they do this? Probably because they're stupid. They're just dumb. You know, they're just traditional Trump. I love it, dude. He's such a gangster. I love how he is unapologetically honest. He does not care. He says what's on his mind. He don't care what you think.
Because now he doesn't have to worry about it so much. It's FAFO.
And yeah, that's it. FAFO. And we are finally respected as America should be, right? People are afraid of us because we have a leader that says what he means. And if you don't listen to him and do what he says, you're going to FAFO.
Did those hostages all make it home yet? Did he not say if they were not released by January 20th?
Yep, they let them go. They were on their way home right now. Right?
That tells you everything.
Yeah.
Even if you don't support him at all whatsoever, that tells you everything you need to know. And
2 days before the inauguration.
Those are the only people that are ever saved. There's more people saved in just that were hostages over what the last presidency did.
He said, if them hostages ain't heading home by the time I'm inaugurated, it's going to be hell to pay over there, and you better be
ready.
And guess what? The next day, we're going to ceasefire. We're releasing them.
All of a sudden, why not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Whatever you say.
Yes, sensei.
I love it. Gonna love it, dude. It's the best feeling in the world. I'm sorry, but I love this country. And I love you guys, and I want the best for you and every other American. I don't care what you think. If you think a man can be a woman, a blah, 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 I don't care. I love you. You're American, and y'all deserve the best.
Deserve to be able to grow up in a free country.
This is the best that we can get, period. And it's the best that this country's seen in my lifetime ever. So this will go down in the history books forever, and we got to witness it, and we're here to live it. And that's the most amazing part of it all.
David was showing me the other day. He said, look at Trump's 2016 picture where he's like,
yeah.
And then look at Trump's 2020 or 2025 picture.
It looks like his mugshot when they took him to jail.
FAFO all over his face.
Go back. Different. Look at Trump's 2017 presidential picture. He's smiling.
Like so look proud. At I have no
2025 president picture. He's like mugging him, like it's on. It's
You're not
going
see
down.
Him excited. You're not gonna see him emotional. It's straight legs.
Even the picture, he was like, FAFO, dude.
I felt business whenever I seen that picture. I thought that gave me chills to even say it. Business.
Love it.
I just want everybody to be able to prosper and not have to worry about how they're gonna eat, how they're gonna have water. Like California right now, they're only allotted 38 gallons a day of water. If you live with 5 people.
Yeah, in California, that's a whole different story, man.
How is that even humane?
Oh, my gosh.
When they're just throwing it into the ocean.
Trump was like, just turn the faucet on. Think of a sink. You turn it on, except for like 100 times more. That's what he said today.
Instead of pushing it out to the ocean.
You'll have plenty of water. Fine, beautiful water. All the way through the California.
It's amazing how that happens, right?
It's awesome.
These people, like.
Yeah. Our president's back, guys.
You just can't be that dirt to realize the difference between then and now. All the things, and like Tracy has said, everybody's got to see it. Everybody's got to see it.
And how many prayers to Jesus Christ did you hear through that inauguration? It was like every 5 minutes somebody was praying to Jesus. All day yesterday was prayers to Jesus. Thank God. God is being put back in the middle of our country, and that's what's saving us. That's the legitimate reason that things are changing for the better today and for the next 4 years. It's said and done. God is back.
Trump is just, I don't even know if it's the right terminology, but Trump is the vessel.
Trump is definitely the vessel.
He's being used, and he even said that whenever he was almost assassinated, that's when he realized
that he was saved for a reason.
There was a purpose.
He had a purpose.
He needs to follow that purpose.
That's the only reason.
That's the
only explanation you can think of that it hit his ear, dude.
Why did it just nick your ear?
That makes no sense. Else. Why? Because he's a vessel of God, dude. And I feel like in that moment is when he realized God is true, God is real, and God saved his life for this reason. And that's why he's here.
Because he's willing to stand underneath God. And God's also going to protect him.
Crazy. I love it. We're back.
It is pretty incredible.
God bless America. God bless all of you guys. I just can't wait.
Things for start rolling downhill. She said, I thought I was going to have a stroke. That was horrible.
What? What?
Are you talking about the attempted assassination? Because Derek's wife messaged me, my sister-in-law. She messaged me that day, and she said, did you see that? I thought, oh, my gosh. Me and Mom ran to the bedroom because, Anyway, me and Mom went to her bedroom and we turned it on, and sure enough, they had it on repeat, basically, where it was showing it.
Yeah, he definitely could have done things a little better, fine-tuned, Jan. I agree, but
there were a lot of things.
I'd
rather have him than what we had.
He's definitely not an
There's no in between.
Guy. He's off the cuff and don't care, and that's just who he is, and that's what we need. We need a leader that's respected and don't care, and is going to do what he says he's going to do.
I truly feel the Lord did choose him for whatever.
Absolutely.
Whatever the differences may be.
It was predicted by that one pastor dude,
you know,
that we've talked about it back in like 2014. The guy was talking about a president's going to do this, and then he's going to run the second term. He won't be a praying president, and then he will be a praying president. Everything lines up exactly to that God prophecy is happening today. Like it was predicted. God already predicted it.
Good night, Arlene.
Okay, I love you guys. I hope you had fun.
We love y'all. Good night, Melvin and Johnny. Keep an eye on our house. Make sure that kid's
and
not
maybe next time we won't just talk about how awesome America is again. But we probably will. Who knows? I don't know. I love you guys. You're so amazing. And God bless every one of you. We love you. Have a great week. Enjoy the Trumpster, baby. Stay blessed.